Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 8th of July 1955. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do in this part is work a little bit more on our northern settlement. But as the title of the video suggests, small mistakes can lead to big problems. And I have a couple of small mistakes which well, not actually truly mistakes, but problems which will become quite serious if I don't actually address them. And these are the things that can really trip you up in this game. And one is hidden right down here. And the first indicator I got that there was a problem was actually looking at this building. And what you see is that the sewage tank here is filling up. And that also applies to, I can find it, this one here. And when I saw those, I started to think, well, why aren't these guys on the job? And then what actually happened was, I looked down in here, I don't know if you guys can even see it, but right here is a actual sewage switch just here, and it's not been built, which means effectively that all this building here, the sewage substation over here, more importantly, the connection to here, is not actually, well, connected up. And what that will mean is that eventually what will happen is this sewage tank, we'll just let the game speed up a bit actually. What will happen is this sewage tank will eventually fill up, and what we'll eventually get is a message up here saying that the people are not healthy. Very luckily over here, the buildings here are not totally dependent on this substation, because we got this substation here, which is really pushing the stuff out. Now, so that is one, and I know it's not excessively serious, but I do have something that's potentially more serious up here. And that is well, if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that during the winter we had a bit of a heating problem here, and the population crashed. And what's happening now is that if I come in here, you'll see that I'm actually running out of fuel. And what that is going to start to have is consequences. We've still got fuel in here, but we do have possible potential problems starting to develop. And if I don't address it fairly quickly, we're going to have even more problems. And the way I'm going to address it is that we've got our two gas stations here. And what I'm going to do is actually, you're already assigned. Okay. That means you're exporting bitumen. Where are you? There we are. And then the real test of this is going to be, yeah, these guys are going out. Customs shed. Oops, don't want you there. Now, the reason I'm doing this, it's going to cost me money. There's no way this biofuel plant, especially with only 7 workers in it, we're going to bring some workers in, is going to be able to build up a reserve here that will allow all these all the various gas stations and that to be supplied. Luckily, I've been able to catch this before it became too serious, because eventually what would happen is if any of these gas stations start to run out of fuel, what will happen then is that the vehicles will stop running, and then you can get a complete economic crash. And one area that does concern me a little bit is over here. We got this gas station. I think these guys I've already flipped these guys to importing from the border post over there. In fact, I'm very tempted to give you guys a bit of a backup over here actually. I think we'll put you on 30% as well, so that these guys will come into this area. Now, the other thing I would like to do is start trying to export some steel, because we need the money at the moment when we are making a little bit of profit. We got 32 tons of steel. I think, okay, what I'll do is I'll just let that run for the moment and see if we actually get any the profit runs okay. A little bit out of trees. I'm kind of half thinking about shutting down this area, because it's this building here is a little bit redundant, but at the moment everything is going okay. And also over here, I just want to see what my track layer is up to. Where are you? Another small problem, and this is to do with the track here. Just delete that. Yeah. Do I want you laying that track? No, I don't. Cancel that. Go back to whatever you're doing. Right, let's just see what this guy's up to. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the hazards sometimes with signals. He wanted to go past that signal, but because the way the signal was set, he got trapped. Right, let me just check. So it's these little small problems that can always catch you out. Where are you building now? Yeah, we need to get that one there. What's the next one? Right, that's the next one is the back curve. And we got the various. Right, we can leave that guy to his own devices now. And we get back up here. Now, the other problem I've got was the length of the queues here. But what I've done is there are some. Been checking these trucks to see which ones are which. You're exporting to. Where are you from then? Okay. I thought I'd put you on New Hope. Yeah, I think what we can do is remove. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put you on steel to there, and we'll take the steel off New Hope, and we'll send the cement up to this border here. We'll kind of send it in two different directions. The other thing also is I can't remember if I shut these guys down. Yep, I shut these guys down because they're actually importing iron. So we've got a whole load of dumper trucks here, which I'm kind of thinking that, especially these, because they're pretty fast. So what we might be able to do is use these to put into some of the construction offices, but I'll sort that out later on. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is that we're kind of building up a little bit of fuel here. I do feel that maybe we need to get some more workers into here. And I've got a bit of unemployment. I think some of that unemployment is actually over here. Take a look. If there's unemployment, well, it's not that high. Where is the unemployment? It's probably up in the north, actually. I think at the moment what we'll do is we'll just let the this build up and see how it goes. We're now starting to get positive fuel here because they're mainly going to the customs post, which is going to cost us money. How much? Yeah, we've imported 94 tons of fuel at the moment, but I just want to make sure that we're getting fuel into these areas here. We've got no fuel here. A bit worried about whether that is actually connected. Let me just. Has that actually got a fuel? This did burn down, didn't it? I don't. Yeah. Oh. Maybe we need to add you there. Yeah, I think what happened here is this quarry burnt down, and I actually, just before I started the video, I noticed that this didn't have an excavator in it, and I do wonder whether there's no route associated with this. What we can do, I think we're only going to need one truck, so you can pick up 7 tons. Oh, you're going to need to go to the depot. We got here a couple of trucks here. Oh, you're the low loader for bringing in other vehicles, so I want to keep that. What are you? You're a meat truck. I think we could probably sell you, to be honest. You're a bit slow. Quarried stone. Put the quarried stone there. I think the way things are going here is we might need to put a distribution office up here, and then rather than having all these trucks running backwards and forwards burning fuel, we could save some fuel up here. I think that's what I might do actually. So, put in distribution office. What we're looking at, I think if we can put office here, get that done. So I think I've got most things under control. Now we can go up north and see what's going on up here. Now we are on the 7th of August. We have got the silo finished, and we are now bringing in a harvest. Although, oh, we have, oh, got no, oh, fail, sorry. Big fail. Total capacity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means we've got loads and loads of crops piling up there, but that'd be okay. These guys will get on top of it very quickly. We do have a problem here with small children. Let me just see. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm pretty sure I've built another kindergarten in here. Let me just look. Buildings. Where is it? Kindergarten. I'm kind of wondering if I can put something that's a bit bigger in here that will make life a little bit easier. Question is, where can we put it, and also where could we put it? Let me just see. I was hoping not to do this, but put that in the middle there like that. And then this guy's on that. I think we're that a bit of priority. Actually, how many workforce do I have for this? It's got a workforce of 18. But what I can do is once this is built, I can then shut down the other kindergartens in here. I know it's going to be a bit of an odd building stuck out in the middle of nowhere, but we need to get this economy kind of running a little bit better now. This is a little bit inconsistent. I'm still kind of looking at this and thinking, is this a way to save some money? The possible option is that we could manage, because we've got this area here, but this area is going to take a little while to get online. We're not going to get the workforce. So what I'm kind of half thinking is a woodcutter here, so that we can make some boards. I'm trying to think. Actually, no, let's do it this way. Got to put the mods back on. I think if we put that there, and then I can cheat a little bit with the storage. We don't need vast amounts. The storage. Open hole. I flip that round. So we can take that on there. That. Then we can run to there. Oops. To there. think we'll just start building this in and getting this finished. I think I will. Now I think we'll get this finished first. Let me just see. That's built. That can't be built until this is built. This is being built. So we're going to need the wood cutting post. So we're going to need to build that. Yeah, I think there will be an advantage of getting the wood cutting post here. Where get some planks. That's another potential small export that will make us a bit of cash. Right, this is finished. Right, this road's been finished through here. That means that what we should be able to do now is connect this here to there. This is 2 one-way roads, and we need to put that into there like that. It's going to take a little while to get this kind of built. So we're just going to have to kind of keep working at it best we can. Right, the trucks now. What you can see here is the fact that because the trucks don't have to wait for the combines, they will come out here. But the trouble is there's no guarantee of these still picking up from here. Sometimes what will happen is that the game will get a little bit obsessed about keeping these emptying these fields, and they will neglect these fields. No, that one's on the case. You can see how quickly sometimes there's an advantage in letting the crops actually build up in the fields, because of course if you've got like a new truck here, I think they've got to catch up, but eventually you'll get to a point where the truck will be sat in the field like this one's been sat here and waiting. So there is a certain degree of an advantage of letting the trucks just grab as much crops as possible. So we haven't lost that much from that little accident. That's probably the best way. And what we got here? We got the gas station. This is being built very quickly. Well, right, let's just zoom back to that little sewer drainage thingy over here. Right, is this being built? This is being built. And what you'll see now is this is 1%. And if I put the overlay on, we'll go underground first. And we put the, oh, that's flashing up. You can see now that this one's picking up more than this one. But eventually what will happen is as this area builds up, things will get a bit better. This is now got meat electronics. What? It's delivered clothes and that's delivered food. So we've now got food and electronics into here. That's looking good. Let's go and check the fuel situation. So these guys are happy. Fact they're all here is probably a good indication that we don't need to go to the customs shed at the moment, but I think we'll leave it just for the moment. These guys are catching up, so what we need to do now is just see if we can get, but they're still kind of pushing the fuel out here. How's the right? That built there. We're pushing 15,000. Let's just check the gas stations here. You've got fuel. But and this is now working. What we do need. Wow. That's getting the iron into there, which is then giving us the pushing out loads and loads of steel. How's the economy? Yeah, we're back in the green, making money. It's good. That train is there. Now, the one thing I don't know is whether we've actually got the new, what we call it, track layer disassembled. Yes, we have. 67,000. Right. Now, we have got, what happened to the open hole thingy? Oh, he's probably still running backwards and forwards, isn't he? There's a truck running around here somewhere, but is delivering. Oh, I've forgotten all about him. All related vehicles. Where are you? You. You. One of the hazards when you're kind of delivering the cable cars. When we've got, how many cable cars? We've got 11 at the moment. We've got, we could probably actually get a couple more on actually. Let me see. Look at the gap. The gap's not that big. I think at the moment we're just going to leave that the way it is. I might build it up a little bit more. I mean, we're getting 85 workers in here. And it's not like we're kind of... Basically, these guys are picking up just as much as possible from that point of view. Okay. Right. What we need to do is come into here. Up here. Disassembled, and we're going to spend 67,000 on this. Whoops. And we're just going to come here. This is a VS3 open hole. And it's not big enough. Right, we need a semi truck to move it. Okay. I think I've got a semi truck up here, haven't I? It means I'm gonna have to send him all the way. What are you? You're a Zeiss 14. Let me just. Zeiss 14 isn't going to. Can't carry it. We're going to need the V3S semi truck open. Apologies for being so cautious, but there's no point buying a truck that we can't use, and these are a little bit at 60 kilometers an hour. So we're just going to let the game run. And this guy will come out. Now, while that's actually being set up, I want to and this is nearly built. What we may have to do is section this track up a bit so that this doesn't interfere with that. What we may have to do is split this track. At the moment, if I come into here, this is all one big section of track. So what we can do, that splits it that way. And that will come to there. What I'd like is this to be built. But what we'll probably would have to do is split this and that way. What that will do is split this into two different sections. Okay. we may need to adjust the track. So let me just get into here. This guy's built. What we're going to do is go to there. We're going to pick up that. Then you're going to go all the way over to here. And drop off there. And then you're going to come back to here. Hopefully that will come. Right, what I need to do now is adjust the actual allocation of the what we call it here. Okay, let me just see. I'm going to need to get this under control now. Right. Well, that's the top one. This is now moved on past that point there. And he's actually started work on that bit. Okay. Where's the next job? Right, let me just remove that, that, and that. We're going to put you second job onto there. I'm going to take off the auto search now. What's this job? Yeah, don't want that. Actually, yeah, you can work on that. You can, first job, you can go off and work up this way all by yourself. You can then work on this section here. Now, the only possible problem we're going to have now, these signals, is this section here. Right, that's there. I think what we will do is put you in as mix that way for the moment. Okay. What that should mean is that one train will be working in this area, although it'll get a bit sticky when it does this bit. And then the other train can start working out here, build these sections, and start working round to this point here. Well, that's the theory anyway. Not enough tutors for orphanages. Just want to go back. Whoops. I just want to check, make sure the orphanage is good. We've got an overflow here, but we are making them a bit happy. I think we might try a little bit more of the old propaganda a bit. I want them to have negative. Oops. Maybe a bit less of enthusiasm for sport, maybe. Oops, no. Keep them healthy. Just keep them working like that. Right, we got 2% unemployment. Let me just get up to here now. Right. Where's the other kindergartens? We can get better coverage. Can't find them. Come into here. Kindergartens. That's that one. Fluctuating power supplies, which is What on earth is going on here? Losing population because we got no power supply. That's affecting food and everything else. Shut you down so that we can get more workers into here. And then we're okay. That should stabilize the power supply. And where's the other kindergarten? Cinema. Oh, the other kindergarten is in this area somewhere. And we'll just shut you down, but we won't. We'll get everyone into here. Give us a few more employees. What that should do now is start to deal with the problem with small children. Just have a look. Yep. So we fixed the problem here. We've got this being built. This needs to be built. This is built. We need to connect the road up to hook this road in here. Like that. Get this built. Fire prefab 3. Oh, that's okay. That's well within. That should be good. While we're here, we'll just check our little train struggling across here. He's going to go up into this area. No, he's not. He's laying that one. Okay. And you're laying that one. And while this is okay, these will be working. I need somehow to break this track so that we can not have any problems here. You've got, I think, because when you're laying track here, there'll be a problem. If I put a semaphore there, yeah, yeah. This track is actually finished, so we've got no reason for this train to come down this way. So we can actually signal that and put the chain signal in there. Take out that one. Because this track is laid. So there's absolutely no reason for train to come through here. Well, not for the moment. We may need to change that. Actually, we need to start. No, that's the point. We're going to have to start putting in the overhead wires. That could be a problem. Just check here. Yep, that could be a problem. We'll just need to work on that. What we may have to do is just do this section through with just one train and just using it to do one job. And then we'll have to see how that can go. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll complete this section. And then and these two connections here. And then what we'll do is we'll have a bit of a period where we're going to put in the overhead cables to sort that problem out. But that will be the subject of a future video. At the moment, I'm just quite happy with these guys trundling around, doing their own thing, getting things done. So many things to think about. Health. Oh yeah, we got a problem with kindergartens. Let me just see. Actually, I just want to check put mine up here. Got no water. You're not complaining at the moment. You're not complaining. You're not. What's your? So none of these up here have got any problems with sewage or water at the moment. That's good. You're back in now, so you're working. I'm starting to think that if I've got no real work here, I think that maybe it's time to start building in these buildings. Fire, 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 fire. Where are you? We seem to have a lot of fires in this area for some reason. Right, while we're here, we need more workers into here, don't we? Although the fuel is slowly building up. I think what I will do is we're going to hook some people out here. We've got a little bit of a surplus over here. I think this area needs a little bit of a shove. No, don't want to invite. I'm sorry. What we're going to do is we're going to get some more. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's going to be more important to have the workers in here so that we get more. That's it. That's a bit better. So let's check the harvest up here. It's going good. Running. Let's see how our harvest is going up here. These fields are empty. Got 2,000 odd tons of crops in here. We were barely working on this. This area is coming together quite nicely as well. So we should be able to solve the problem with respect to actually doing the supplying the wood to here. And if we can get a small little bit of some planks built in here, that will save us a little bit of cash from a construction perspective. Certainly want to asphalt these roads. What's the overall happiness in this area? Oh, look, it's not brilliant, but I think we've solved the problem with respect to the kids. Loyalty, a bit low, but then we've got new people working in here. Sorry. So unable to participate in sport. Well, we've got sport here. We've got the heating plant is working just. We've got that power supply problem. What is this? I mean, is it an overload problem? I don't think it's an overload problem. I just think essentially is that. Let's just check the range. I just wonder whether this is actually out of range of here. Yeah, okay, we can fix that. Yeah, at the moment we're totally dependent on this. What we call it here, the substation. So what we need to do is don't really want to connect to that road there. So I can come in there. Or and there. get this built, and if we get this built, we can then just guarantee the power supply to here. Of course, we're going to need to get power out to here, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. I think to get this really up and running efficiently, we're going to need to start thinking about another power supply. But where would we put it? Anyway, that again is going to be a problem for another part, I think, to be honest. We're still using foreign workers. Is that how many workers are we getting into here? I think what gonna right, we now got this built. We're gonna need fuel in here. These guys are all out delivering fuel. A little bit of a cause for concern. How's the gas station? It's good. Right, what we need here is some we got here bell tree capacity 15. Oh, just built that by accident. That's actually got speed level 20, so that's actually better. That's 30, but it's incredibly slow. It's 20. It's 20, that's top 35. Get 2 more of those in. Right, this is now finished. You're only going to supply logs. Only want logs in here because we want the boards to go that way. So you're going to be 100% wood. And has this been built? And you're going to be, you can just be 100% boards. Got no power supply because this thing is not working, but that's okay. Right, we need this built. Touch the priority up for that. Get the power into this area. That will get this working, and that will supply the wood logs to there. That means we won't need to import them. Just delivered the. So we've now got the no drinking water. That should be okay. Right, just to finish off, we're going to see, just make sure this is built. That should now bring this into force, which means these guys will go out. We don't need 30 up here. So down to about 5, that's a bit low. If maybe 15 hut working in here would be good enough. Oops, that's no good. What's going on here? Okay. For some reason that's not being built. We need that built. So at the moment that has to be high priority. Right. So that's going to have to wait to next part. All right, just one final check down here. Just one final check. I just want to check the length of the queue here. That is good. Got that there. This is all being built through now. How's the accommodation here? This is nearly full. I think just build a block here so that we can keep this going. It's got people here, they're happy because they're getting food. The orphanage is happy. a little bit of an overflow, but that now gives us a population of nearly 15,500. Whoops. And just one final. And the fuel situation is a little bit dire, but we are making money. It's good. We're making about 100,000 a month. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do is do as normal. I'll play through to about February, and then we'll be picking up and hopefully pushing a little bit more in the north. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.